So the question is, do you date? Like, okay, let's do it like this. I know some of my subscribers are looking for they're looking for girlfriends, and one of them asked me about a girlfriend and how to get one. I'm like, dude, I am not even in the game. But I know a lot of you are men. I know a lot of you are mixed races, so I haven't dated every race. So I wanted to say that. But I've dated black and white women, and haven't dated a white woman in so long. And but I wanted to talk about actually, getting physical with one. You know, not so much the organ itself, but trying to, doing the thing with one, and then trying to take it from there. Because we guys, let's be straight up. We see somebody nice, we're sexually attracted to, we want to delve. I mean, there's some rules and regulations you need to follow, and hopefully you get married first. But if you don't, you know, or if you're doing your thing and then getting married, I mean, between you and your God. But I'm gonna tell you something that when it comes to those two races, because I haven't dated every race, but as far as which one is better sexually, and there's no question that a black woman is better. Not every black woman, but if I took 5 black women that I've dated and 5 white women that I've dated, it would be 4 black women and maybe one. One thing, okay, so, but here's the thing. If you're somebody who's dominant in bed, you're like a dominant person, you might not want to go the route of a black woman. There's a lot of fire and there's a lot of fight in them, and some things they just not having. And one of the last people I was dealing with, she wanted to get physical in the wrong way, and it just turned me off. So every time she tried with me, I just I wasn't interested. Eventually, she never came back, and I couldn't really blame her because I couldn't tell if I was, ready to fight you or what, and I knew she carried a weapon. So I was like, all I could think of is, if this chick hits me one more time, I'm going to knock the living, and then I'm going to end up getting shot. So I was like, we should let this go. But we used to know each other back in the day, and we had a lot of great fun. But for some reason, she just, they take your meekness for weakness, and they know that you're not a fighter, but they want to try to pull that out of you. So, if you're somebody who's dominant and bad, man, don't do it. But for you, white dudes, man, who are looking for something different, you try messing around with a black woman, and you'll be wearing your hat backwards. You'll be you'll be listening to hardcore rap music. Either that, if you're an older dude, you'll be listening to Boney James all of a sudden. You'll be you'll be listening to old hip hop, vibing. You might smoke some weed. You start hanging out with the brothers. Just don't use the N word because you'll get your teeth knocked in. But you will start leaning more towards the culture simply because that spirit has now it's now in you, and you will. You'll be known as the cool white boy, you know. And you can stay as straight laced as you want, but nonetheless, if you get yourself a sister, and I'm not encouraging this, I'm just saying, like a sister, not like a hood chick, a sister. If you get one of those are hard to find, and they're even harder to keep. Because you can find one girl that's all dashiki'd up and she's just a hoe. Guy, you're just a hoe. Talking all this Africa, and get a priest and all this. You just a hoe. Or you can get yourself one of them office chicks. One of them sisters in the office, sitting on that gold every day, like a powder keg, just waiting, lurking. sitting up there just waiting for the right dude to walk in the door and jump right on you, come up to you, look you up and down, and give you your number, her keys to her house, her keys to it, hand you it. You need a phone, give you an extra phone. I done had it happen. Had it happen to me. Had it happen to my friend. You know what I'm saying? Trying to marry you up, trying to marry you right now. Don't do it. Don't do that because that feeling fades. You know what I'm saying? And now you're left with, in divorce court with some chick you thought was the one over some euphoric feeling just for the moment. Don't do that. But sexually, it's nothing like, it's all, it literally is a whole new world. You get a sister to put it on you. I almost feel sorry for you. I do, because you're going to cry. Because when she leaves you and starts messing with some other dude, especially if you know him, you're going to be like, why? It's because she's a hoe on the inside. But if you get one to stay with you, because they ain't all hoes, if you get one to stay with you, woo, my God, you have no idea. Especially if she chocolate. It's like, it's so different. And if she doesn't, you can get one to stay with you, and then eventually she'll try you. You get one of them girls that say, whatever you do, don't cry in front of me, leave her. I know it's good, but as soon as she makes that statement, she's telling you she's going to leave you. As soon as she sniffs out a weakness in you, she's leaving you. Either that or she's already spotted somebody who she thinks is more man than you. Bow out gracefully. Be like, you know what? It was fun. We could still see each other every now and then, but I'm going to start dating other people. She'd be like, why? You'd be like, because I already know what you're going to do. If you're not already doing it. Either that or, if you go out and she keeps staring at other people, just hey, look, I'm just going to start dating other people. We could still date every now and then, but do not put your heart into that. Because if she's staring, I ain't talking about just looking around, staring a dude down, get out of there. I'm warning you. I'm just telling you what I've been through. If she does that to you. But sexually, they'll get you hooked. And it's not like they do all this different stuff to you. It's just that the culture, the spirit, the fire within them, it's just a whole, you start realizing the battle that black people go through every day. And when you feel that battle, that fear, that love, that culture, it'll just start, it will mess with your head. And I'm telling you, it'll change you. And you'll be like, good grief, y'all feel this every day? Be like, yeah, we feel it every day. It's electricity. It's a serious charge. And you get with that right woman, that charge will be real to you. I ain't talking about just some any old woman who just doesn't know nothing about nothing. I'm talking about somebody who actually knows something about culture. She'll mess your whole head up. And when she leaves, that spirit will still be in you and it will be begging to get a hold of what you just had. And I'm telling you, your emotions will run. It's a good, bad experience. But once you get over it, you never really get over it. You just move on because you have to. But once you get into the position where you're like, okay, she's never coming back, it was never meant to be, you start looking at other women differently. You're not so quick to jump into a relationship with one or jump into bed because some of them just want to get you in the bed. And they got men. They'd be like, I just want to, you'd be like, nah, because I know you're going to leave and I don't want to feel that emptiness again. And it is an emptiness that you try to fill with something else. But culture, you can't fill culture. You can't fill that spirit with something else. It's hard to explain. So, I mean, if you want to date one, like date her, like don't sleep with her. Just keep it outside the bedroom. But if you go into that bedroom, if you get her in the back of the car, if hitting her up, wherever you at, I'm warning you. You heard it here first. You're in trouble. Because you're going to be knocked off balance. Now, a white woman, amazing what you can do to them. They don't really try to fight you. Every now and then they'll get a little loud with you, but for the most part, they go right along with whatever. Just don't push it. Don't be no, you know, don't be crazy. But they because you know why? Because they're on the opposite end of it. They're trying to get the culture, and one way they try to do it is sleeping with black men. And once they get a piece of it, they start to change. Their swag is different. The way they talk to you is different. You know what I'm saying? They booty switch is different. You notice they start cooking and differently. They on you. But the problem is, then they start looking at other black men. So if you can get one to just stay with you, you good. And some of them will. They never. You can get some to just stay with you, like try to marry you off. Wasn't meant for me. But they'll introduce you to your family in a heart to the family in a heartbeat. One white woman's family said it hasn't hit him yet that he's one of us. It's scary. I left her. Yeah, I left. Not just because of that. I mean, she had everything. She had a nice crib. Everything. She's like, stay with me. Marry me. I couldn't do it. Because I was missing the culture. Now I'm in a rock and a hard place. I'm afraid to get another big booty dark skin because I know she's going to leave me. But that's what my heart desires. You want that. But you already know she's going to leave you. She's going to turn up on you. And you want the easygoing relationship of a white woman because they just so easygoing. It's like, oh my, there's no fight, there's no suspicion. You ain't calling me names. Just because I dress well, you don't think I'm gay. I don't have to come to the club and snatch you. I ain't got to do none of that. None. I don't have to pay every time we go out. I don't have to do none of that crazy stuff. You ain't all in another man's face. You don't come home with another man's, essence on you. Like, it's a relief. But you'll be aching for that culture once you get a taste of it. So, just letting you guys know, man. It's something that just can't be replaced. You'll fill that void until you die. But it doesn't mean that there's something else that can't come along that makes you happy. But culture, black people's culture, I'm not talking about the hood, even though that is a type of culture. Just talking about the black culture, the black experience. The minute you start kissing on that woman, you'll start feeling it. It'll start radiating in you because it's different. It's just different. And the minute them pillow lips hit you, man, you'll be shook. And you notice there's a lot of angry black men. You know why? Because they can't trust the black woman no more. Because they want her so bad, but they know she's gonna turn up. And they're mad because they can't have what they want. Because these women don't want to be. And there was a woman on World Star. This dude got on his knees and was going to marry her. Did everything right, had the ring, everything. She ran from him. Took off running. I felt sorry for old boy. It's your boy Tone Toe too.